All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before I jump into this chart, I do want to state some things. And the first thing is welcome to all my first time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. I hope you guys find this video helpful and informative, and it means you well. To all my subscribers, I want to say thank you for your support and recognition to my efforts. I really appreciate that, and I hope to continue to relay helpful and informative information and nothing less to you all. Let's jump into this chart. So support was used here from yesterday, and we can clearly see after in the late hours of the day, it broke through that support and it slightly leveled off below the 50-day moving average. Yes, it broke through resistance, but that only lasted for like 2 hours, and quickly after hitting highs of 18 and 72 cents, it started to fall down and the bears reappeared to the point that they broke through the 50-day moving average. And not only did they break through the 50-day moving average, they broke through support. So we're going to go ahead and see here what is important for tomorrow. So this is going to be a very broad one, as we can see, because the distance between support and resistance is significant here. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here from that peak. And actually, I'm going to use the last peak before the bearish run. This peak is important as well, but it's just a few cent difference, about 2 or 3. But 1864, I want to talk about that because that is the peak before this fall. And we have no bullish candlesticks in between, just a drop of bulls here and a very small one. Can the bulls use that to build momentum and get back up? We're going to have to see tomorrow. But the bears definitely dominated this and quickly brought this one down. Let's look at the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 1784. That's the first point that the bulls are going to need to break through before even reaching this resistance level. And by doing so, they will be able to start to work their way up to newer highs and get back into bullish territory. So 1784, very important point, and it closed out at 1768. So the bulls are going to have to work their way up, turn that to support, and start to hit newer highs. If they can do that, 1864 is the most significant resistance level here in this stock for this stock to start to hit newer highs and turn that into support. If the bulls can't reach that and make it to that point, this stock will not hit newer highs. Yeah, it'll hang out here in bullish territory, but the bulls are going to have to come in strong and hefty for the days to come to continue to work their way up, or they're going to actually kind of hang out sideways and the bears are going to reappear and tear them down. So very important. They need to work their way up as close as they can to 1864 to go ahead and start to see new resistance levels. Now, as we can see here, when this whole entire leveling off and then skyrocketing, I mean, the volatilityness here has been pretty outrageous between yesterday and today. Um, this stock actually started to rise, and basically everything it rose, I mean, people fear, profit taking, I mean, just anything could have, done this catalyst, but you can clearly see that what it went up, it went down, and it went down even a little bit less than that. So very important here for us to see for the bulls to break through 1864, turn that into support, and they can continue to work their way up to newer highs. And if tomorrow that does not break through 1864 and it kind of hangs out here and there's another resistance level for the next week, I'm going to be honest with you guys. That resistance level is important, but the most important right now within the last couple of days is 1864 for being one of the highest points that this stock has reached in the last couple of days. And it's a very pivotal moment for this to break through that to start to reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. Now, on the other spectrum of things, we have what the bears want to do. And the bears are already gaining control and they've gained leverage, but they need to keep this below the 50-day moving average of 1784. If they can manage to do that, their next goal after closing at 1768 is to tear this one down and break through support, and support is 1750. If the bears can break through 1750, this will start to test newer lows and start to see newer support levels, and the bears will pull this away from the 50-day moving average further away in a downward direction. Now, in this area, I'm not saying that the bears have gained control because the bulls can reappear, but the bulls are going to have a long stretch to get back through support, try to even get into bullish territory by breaking the 50-day moving average, and they have a long way to go to reach the resistance level. So yeah, this could break through support, and the bears definitely dominating it. And if the bulls do decide to reappear somewhere in this area, they're gonna probably get exhausted, and the bears are just gonna level them off, keeping them in bearish territory. So even if they do have a recovery, the main thing right now the bulls are gonna want to break through is the 50-day moving average, getting them back into bullish territory and start to work their way up to newer highs to hopefully reach this resistance level some point in the near future or even tomorrow. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. The support level is something I'd pay very close attention to. I can't emphasize that enough because by breaking through support, it's moving further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction, bringing this one to newer lows and reaching new support levels. Share this with your friends and community. If you guys feel inclined or encouraged to subscribe, don't forget to click on the bell by turning on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. You guys will be up to date on the chart analysis that I post every day. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and let's make some money.